Yeah, it's in 19 degrees. Finally, we've done that. And, well, you never know. One more degree, and I think I might win the competition. I don't think it's going to get any higher than 18 degrees today, okay? It is Friday, coming into a brand spanking new weekend. And, well, I tell you what, let me do this.
Galaxy 107fm.
That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM. Here I'm playing with a device or two, trying to get these things up. But in the meantime, so very, very happy to have you. I really, really am. And today, believe me, I'm absolutely elated. But not coming out of New Jersey, but Pennsylvania today. Believe me, we will come to the bottom of this. I want to find out why we've left, and I have a very good idea why we've left New Jersey. I think it's got a couple of holes in the jersey now. We had to move on to a pencil. But never mind, we will figure this one out. Yes, Randie O'Neil's going to be joining us. And I tell you what, brand new song for Randie. It is picking up momentum here at Galaxy. Literally, right now, 2,193 requests. That's fantastic. As Don't Tell Mama. You're right here at Galaxy. Good morning. Oh my goodness, it's hot. What have we got going on here?
Yeah, 21,000 requests. That's awesome.
Yeah, since we've been playing it. Absolutely. And you've made a connection with people with it.
I want to. New Zealand is on my list. Like, I'm thinking next spring, like, I have to make a trip to New Zealand.
Well, if you're going to hook up with me, Randie, bail money. I tell you what, just recently it's been getting a little more aggressive in Auckland, the city itself, the people inside it. It's getting a bit weird up there. And of course, as I was saying to you, that Barbara and I are looking at going overseas. We've got to leave from Auckland. So one thing that I've made sure of is that I've got standover money, hold up money, just in case.
Just in case. I'm a just in case kind of girl.
Yeah, I like that. That's why we get on, Randie.
That's it, man.
We're very similar. We really, really are. Marion Peterson is joining us. Nice to have you on board, Marion. Dwayne McOat?
Yeah, I met him on the motorway.
You met him on the motorway?
Yeah,
Barbara?
with the t-shirts. With the t-shirts he bought from Canada.
Okay, now I thought you were being improper.
No.
Gosh, you know.
I'm too good for that.
Barbara's saying, I met a man on the motorway. What would you as you? Yeah, right. Nice to have you. Nice to have you on board.
Go, Barbara.
I hope you enjoyed your visit to New Zealand, Dwayne. I really do. Erica is watching as well. Chris Anders is watching. Hey, Chris, nice to have you back, brother man. CC Critters in there too. You've got to watch out for those critters.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, absolutely. But in the meantime, if you're a first-time viewer, nice to have you on board too. I tell you what, why don't you do this? Sub, thumb, bell. Bingo. Tell you why? Bell notifications when we have important people, much like Randie O'Neil, and also sub. Why not subscribe? Become part of the family. We call it the noise, simply because you have a voice, and believe me, we get the gambit. Honestly, phone calls, texts, you name it, we get it, and that is how we structure our shows, including the famous Randie O'Neil. She gets so many requests. It is absolutely brilliant. It is. Thumb, you know what to do with that? Go on, get epileptic with it. Double, triple D you. Love you lots. In the meantime, let's go to the desk and have some fun with Randie.
galaxy107fm.
No, I need a microphone. Any chance of any kind of mic? Hello? Are we there? Anybody there? No?
I hear you.
Yeah, unfortunately I don't think anybody else does though. Hello?
Is that a bad
Anybody
thing?
there? Checking it out. Come on. Give me some microphone, please. This desk has been playing up a little bit just recently, so doing our best. See if we can give it a tap. Ah, gosh, this is not nice. Come on. Be very nice to me. What do you reckon? To-do. Dear, oh dear. It's embarrassing at that too. Because that should not happen at all. Don't know why it has. Hello?
Oh, there's the noise.
There we go. Try that. Just blow on the...
Dear.
And yeah. Oh, that could have been rude. Yeah, believe me, I could have got into trouble. Try it again. Hello. There we go. Hello. Trying to get it back. Where are we going? Are we good? There we go. Yeah, believe me, having problems with the desk, I've got to be honest with you. So we're going to do the best we can with what we've got and say good morning, good afternoon, Randy.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. I'm balancing act here, to be honest with you. Nice to have you back, my friend.
Oh, it's always great to be back. My New Zealand friends. Love you guys.
Yeah, we were talking about you coming over. We're going to have to sit down and have some ice cream together.
Oh, we need to make that happen.
Absolutely.
We need to make that happen.
Absolutely. I tell you what, might get... Hello? Yeah, it's playing weird games with me. It really is. What's your favourite flavour of ice cream?
I'm kind of a purist with my ice cream, like a vanilla with chocolate chip, or something like that. I don't like all this lots of stuff in it. I just like to taste the ice cream.
Okay, well, I'm kind of a pistachio kind of person.
Pistachios. Interesting choice.
Yeah, believe me, when I... gosh, this thing is really having a ball this morning. Yeah, it's not working too well, but we are getting there. There we go. When I toured through the United States, your good kinfolk over there introduced me to pistachio and absolutely fell in love with it.
Is it a flavor you can find easily in New Zealand?
No, it's a flavour you can't find in New Zealand. Maybe that's why, literally, that's why I've kind of fell in love with it, if you know what I mean. It was something a little extraordinary that we don't get here in New Zealand. Have you ever heard of a product called Marmite?
I've heard of it.
Okay, I can recommend it. Believe me, I was talking to a friend of mine in India, and I said, do you have Marmite over there? It's a condiment, a breakfast condiment here in New Zealand. Believe me, we're brought up on Marmite, and I think Australia's brought up on the equivalent like Vegemite, and it's kind of a black substance that you put on your toast in the morning, if you know what I mean. Or if you're making a sandwich, like cheese and that, put a bit of Marmite in there, adds flavour. And I actually fed some of this to an American friend of mine a number of years ago. He said it was the most disgusting thing he's ever tasted in his life.
It doesn't even look appealing.
Yeah, I think it was the colour that put him off right from the start, right?
Yeah, probably. I mean, we're used to like butter and jelly, like vibrant colors. You use like black stuff on your toast.
Yeah,
right?
well, we're good at black. Believe me, we really are. We kind of like black. Including even the Australians like black too. They do. But, we are literally brought up on this, and I was explaining this to my friend in India. I says, listen, I'm going to bring a jar of this with me. And she goes, is it anything like Nutella? And I went, no. It is nothing like Nutella, I got to be honest. I'm sure Nick, please, nice to have you on board, Nick. you'd understand about Vegemite, if you know what I mean. Well, we've got the Vegemite Extra Marmite. It is really, really full on. It really is.
I have tried the Vegemite once. I will not try it again.
Well, I got to be honest, this is really, really full on. It really is. It's Marmite, well, it's Vegemite twice over.
You know, it's funny, like we eat peanut butter here, and a lot of people aren't exposed to peanut butter and eat our peanut butter and go, what the heck is this? You know, like it's just, it's taste, but
I used to love giving peanut butter sandwiches to toddlers.
Unsuspecting people.
Yeah, exactly. You know, especially if it was dry, literally. Nick Blue says, Happy Friday, Barbara and DJ Grant, Randy and everybody everywhere around the world. Happy music to all. Well, thank you, Nick, and nice to have you back home again. How was your trip over to Nashville? Did you have a lot of fun? Could talk for hours about you and Ridgebanks getting together, literally. Michael Zdanowitz is watching as well, of course, coming out of Orlando, Florida, the the land of Disney. Nice to have you on board, and I really want to catch up, Michael, with Dave from Creation 5. We've got to get that one done before the end of the year, okay? So let's make that happen, okay, brother man? Francis Edith is watching as well. Nice to have you on board. Francis Paul Harkins. Harko, nice to have you on board, brother man. It really, really is. And Dale Hammond is watching too. Dale, we're going to catch up in India, aren't we, brother man? You and Gail and me and Barbara, we're just going to be dangerous. We really are. I think we should go out and rent ourselves an elephant.
I'm actually jealous of that trip, man. I love that. I want to ride elephants. It's a great country to see. I really always wanted to go.
I don't think we're allowed to ride the elephants anymore over there.
No?
No.
Not in the area.
Yeah, well, you know, we can go and feed them, you know.
All right.
I was kind of scared many, many years ago about going to the zoo in case my parents left me there. You know, and Dad says, don't worry about that. They'll come and get you if they want you.
Right.
Yeah.
Stick your lost and found.
Yeah, exactly. Chris Andreas is watching as well. Nice to have you on board, Chris. And loving John. Absolutely loving your new track. I really, really am. And it's picking up momentum here at Galaxy as well. But I tell you what, this tired old town just going off the hook lately. And give love to Louis for us as well, won't you? Having said that, we opened up the show, of course, with Randy's new track, Don't Tell Mama. I wouldn't dare tell Mama a damn thing, but B, why not? What am I got not to tell Mum about?
Well, there's still stuff I did last week that I'm not telling my mom about.
Yeah, I can relate to that. I do it too.
This actually came with a student I was working with when I was counseling. And she was hysterical crying, right? This tough girl, you know, Ukrainian background. And I'm like, what happened? You know, like, what went on? She's like, my mama caught me doing something. And I'm like, you know, that's still the biggest fear for kids is your parents finding out things you don't want them to know about. And I almost had to laugh at her going, yeah, I can relate to that, but I couldn't because I had to be the adult in the room and, you know, talk strategy. But I went home and I wrote this song and I'm like, yeah, to this day, there's still stuff I do that I don't want my mom to find out about.
Believe me, I'm right there with you, Randy. I really, really am. And, you know, I think we should go down this road again because we have done it in the past, but I think it's rather important. Michelle, coming out of North Carolina, is asking, Randy, as a fan, how do we get hold of you? Are you on Facebook? Are you on Twitter? Are you on Instagram? Are you a talker?
I'm all over the place on bathroom walls. No, I'm on all platforms. I just have my website, which is Randie O'Neil. You have to spell it right or you get a baseball player. So Randie O'Neil on YouTube. I just put up some new videos. There are 2 new videos up on YouTube. And my Facebook page. So if you want to hit my fan club and talk to me every week, That's the Lost But Not Broken Club on Facebook. So it's a group on Facebook you can join.
Now, Randy, do you have merch? How do we go and buy some product?
That's on my webpage, and I'm coming up with new cozies for Don't Tell Mama. I just got the graphic today. So I'll be coming out with some new merch soon. My t-shirts are there, the CDs are there. Some people still like the CDs. And if you want, I could sign them for you. But I'm actually heading to North Carolina in November 14th. I'll be in North Carolina. I'll be in Charborough on a radio station there. So I'm actually heading down that way.
Absolutely brilliant. Well, I tell you what, I kind of feel, to be very honest with you, even though Nashville is Music City, the new mecca of music is actually North Carolina. We're getting so many people out of there. It is absolutely ridiculous the amount of talent they have there.
I agree with you. I don't think Nashville wants to say it's the capital, but I've been there. And
So
even Knoxville, Chattanooga, going over to North Carolina, there's some great pockets of great Americana music, country music. And I just moved to Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, and it's a great music area here as well. So
Very, very cool. I'm kind of jealous actually because I do like Pennsylvania. I've been there a couple of times myself. So enjoy, enjoy, enjoy. Nicole Danielle is watching as well. Nice to be on board, Nicole. And Bo Gregory is with us. Also Mark Willadell. Nice to have everybody on board this morning. Now, Randy, the dance. This one, even though it is a little recent, people really are starting to make a thing out of this one. You better tell me why it's so successful.
you know what? It's just, it's a catchy kind of line danceable song. That people relate to. When you're in a bar, you meet somebody, like, is there a spark? Is this going anywhere? This is the same thing I did yesterday. There's that whole questioning thing. You do a dance, like every time you meet somebody,
I absolutely get it, and I think, excuse me, I think the rest of the world gets it as well, because believe me, they are picking up momentum on it. At the moment, 1,734 requests and still climbing. It is in the breakfast show. I can't seem to get out of a breakfast show without playing you at least once or twice, my friend, honestly. So, joining us live, coming out of Pennsylvania, Bethlehem, Pennsylvania too, by the way, is Randie O'Neil and The Dance. I was talking, on a Sunday, Randy, I go over to a friend's place. We have a few drinks, solve world problems, all that sort of stuff, play darts, right? And he was saying to me that his wife walked in on his son masturbating.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
And I said, well, the one thing that women have got to realise is it's natural. Fair enough. She goes, and he goes, yep, absolutely. I says, you know the most sensitive thing on a man while he's masturbating, don't you? He goes, no, what's that? And I went, his ears. Listening for mum.
Yep. And their biggest fear is getting caught doing it.
That's why they're most sensitive.
Yeah, absolutely. And that was a similar situation with this person I was working with. She got caught, and she was just being stupid about it. And she was hysterical. I couldn't console this girl. And I'm like, of all the things you've been doing, this is what you're hysterical about? They call my mom? God.
OMG. Randy, I'm glad you're my counsellor. I can talk to you about anything. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. Oh my gosh. Hey, listen, same guy, his son came to him a few months ago and said, Dad, it's that time of my life, we're going to have that talk at school. And of course my mate goes, what talk's this? He goes, the birds and the bees thing? And I went, bro, you want to know about the birds and the bees? He goes, yes, please, Uncle Grant. I went, right, it's like this. The birds go with the bees. The bees go with the birds. There's birds and bees and bees and birds and birds and birds and bees and... Well, some of them have fucking stinger. He goes, pardon? I says, you'll work it out as life goes through.
Work it out, man.
Yeah. Watch out for those dresses. They have
Figure it out. Just
Yeah.
figure it out.
I told him, watch out for
That
the
is the
dresses.
most traumatizing thing in the world. What they used to do is they would bring all the girls into the auditorium and show them a movie. Then we'd file out. Then the guys would come into the auditorium and they'd show them a movie. And that was it. And it was the most traumatizing thing ever. Like,
And my father said he went through the Second World War, right? He said the most scariest thing he ever did in his life was go to a public dance and buy a dance with a lady.
okay.
Yeah, he ended up marrying her. She was my mum.
Galaxy.
You know, here we go again. Are we there? And maybe we are trying anyway to get it sorted. But, yeah. There we go. No? This is impossible today. What are we doing? Get it together. Think you. Come on. You can do it. Try that. There we go. We'll try that anyway. Randy, back in the day, they used to do these things where they would go to dances and get a dance card and pay for each dance, right? Yeah, apparently my father spent an absolute fortune. I don't know what's up with this today. An absolute fortune on one lady, and in the end they ended up getting married.
Wow. That's some dance.
Well, he said he went through the Second World War literally with a bayonet defusing landmines.
Man.
Now, you can imagine that's pretty scary in its own right. He said the most scary thing was actually going up and getting this dance card filled.
Right.
I get it. I understand. I understood my dad way back then too, believe me.
I remember hearing about dances like that at our schools. You know, the guys would go to one side, the girls would go to the other, and a few would trickle into the middle. You know, it's like no dance cards, no.
Yeah, exactly. Believe me, I was there in those kind of days as well. You know, the worst one was at the end of the year where we were all forced to go and do this waltzing kind of deal. It started back in the day.
No.
Yeah, well, believe me, they started us young at it way back in the day. They started things like Shoe Fly. Remember that song?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, believe me, I think they're still corrupting kids with that today.
And you wonder why we're scarred and are the way we are. I mean, come on now.
Exactly. And it doesn't change from country to country. Everybody's doing the same thing, literally. Randy, I've got to ask you, anything new coming out in the near future?
Well, I have these 2 songs out now. After the holidays, I'm going to be releasing another single, and then my album will be dropping.
Okay,
So
now...
there's more videos coming up, and then the whole EP will be dropping.
That is fantastic. I hope you're going to be passing some our way.
Oh, of course.
It goes unsaid, really, doesn't it? Ken Meakin is joining us as well as William O'Dell Hughes is online, and love to Francesca as well, please. We love what Francesca does. Now, at the same time, my good friend, I got to wish you a very, very happy and safe Christmas and New Year, because we do want you to come back again next year. Got any plans for the festives?
I'm going to be going south in a couple weeks. Then I go north in December, doing some radio tours and shows up north of me, Connecticut, and in Massachusetts. And then I lay low for the holidays, just kind of kick back, and then hopefully putting a band together for my record release.
Well, as you as normal around here, we had the annual put the name in the hat to see who's going to be looking after the system over the festive season. I don't think it counts if every name was mine. That's not fair. Obviously, I'm going to be the one looking after the system over the festive time, so for me, please have a very, very cool festive, won't you? And we would love to have you back again.
I always love to come back with you guys. You do the same. Have fun, not too much fun.
Yeah, well, you know, no violence involved. I don't let people slap me with wet soggy bus tickets anymore. It used to be fun once, but these days it's just perverted now. It really is. So,
oh my.
it really is. So, ladies and gentlemen, don't go anywhere, because very, very shortly we're heading to Minnesota. Yes, we're going to catch up with Adam. Believe me, looking forward to meeting him. But in the meantime, hang in there, won't you? Keep cool. Very, very shortly we're going to be doing part 2 to our interviews today. See you there.
Galaxy FM.